for those who don't know, before LKIAB, we had 2 to 3 podcast attempts. The first one was HTP, the Hoop Talk podcast. All right, this was a live stream podcast. No one was really doing that for real. No one's really still doing that for real. Like a online, you know what I'm saying, Discord chat podcast. It was a live stream podcast back in 2017. I think y'all know the story by now. I met Domo through the comment section. Bro literally said, "Yo, you down to collab sometime?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, let's do a podcast." Now, those first 10 episodes were rough, bro. That mic you had, what was the mic you had, bro? What was the mic you had?
It wasn't the mic. The issue was I had a cheap ass $45 Android phone. It wasn't even like Samsung. It was like fucking
Metro
Toshiba.
PCS.
It was a Toshiba. Yeah, it was just generic phone, and we were using Google Hangouts. So I got this generic ass Android phone going to Google Hangouts, and I don't really have a mic, so I'm just talking through the phone. No, matter of fact, I think it was either that or I had a Bluetooth mic. Regardless, the phone was awful. So those first 10 episodes, I was dead ass working, and that's when I was getting paid every 2 weeks. So I had to wait until I could get a paycheck to buy a solid phone. So I was just please God, if there's a will, there's a way. Please don't let these niggas cook me. And I remember it was around that 9th or 10th episode. We were like, yo, this shit is. It's crazy because I didn't rewatch the episodes.
Yeah.
I never rewatched the episodes to know how bad it was. So the first 3 episodes, I didn't realize it was that horrible. So I'm listening back. I'm like, yo, this shit is cooked. And no one's saying nothing. I'm like, yo, this shit is cooked. By episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm like, yo, niggas is like, yo, we gotta do something. What's going on? I remember I asked my mom. I would use my mom's phone.
Mm-hmm.
She had some iPhone. I would use my mom's phone that 1.5 to 2 hour window to do the pod and give it back to her for the first couple episodes where shit was cool, where I was actually clear and coming through. I was using my mom's phone until my phone came in, so I got a phone. And then I got a phone, and hey man, it's been up ever since.
Yo, that shit was so crazy. I just remember those first 10 episodes. You would say a basketball take, and we would just be like, Nah, yeah, I agree with you, Domo. And then we would just move on. You know what's crazy? I don't think
Just
chat
move on.
ever said anything about it. It was a different time on YouTube, bro. No one, the quality was so low. They're like, yeah, okay, this is just another.
They just let it slide. They just let it slide. And I'm like, bet, say less. Hey, we let shit slide now.
Even the titles and the thumbnails, bro. I remember those deep baked thumbnails I used to make, bro. I'm looking back at them yo, this shit is so ass, bro. We was using Google Hangouts and OBS. Yo, it was a different time for real, man. But yeah, how did you feel about that time? The HDP podcast. Were there regrets there? Was it okay, it is what it is, and we're just gonna, it's a part of life. It's just a part of the process.
Not at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I miss the HTP podcast. I miss all those boys. I still follow KB. The worst Clipper fan I know to this day. I still follow KB. I still be seeing King on the timeline every now and then. I think him and Wordu linked up, and I see a picture of them on the timeline. King still pop up every now and then on the timeline.
I think loyal in the chat. I think you're from the HTP Discord, bruh. Loyal from Discord. I think that's exactly why. That sounds familiar, man.
That's the only thing I can say I really miss about that first pod was that Discord, because coming in every day and literally going into a Discord to have the most brain dead basketball conversations and debates 24/7 was just that was a hilarious year. That was a hilarious summer. I want to say that was the summer. Did we watch game? That was the 2016. We probably started a little bit before 2017. I want to say we seen the 3-1 comeback in that Discord.
Yeah.
I want to say we watched that game. We watched that in there. So we literally, the 3-1 comeback of LeBron James beating the Warriors was that always be cemented in my mind. I will never forget going crazy in there. Us reacting to fucking Kevin Durant going to the goddamn Warriors. Me waking up, doing that fucking video on my phone, immediately hitting post, and then going straight to the Discord to say the same shit for the rest of the day. Yeah, that was golden times.
I remember a debate I had with Lowe. We were debating about some. It was Larry Bird versus fucking Magic Johnson. It was 3 a.m. and like, bro, we fell asleep in VC, like, pause, like, together, bro. That shit was, yeah, no, it was it was a different fucking time, bro.
I didn't even know Lowe was a creator. Like, I did, like, going back and forth with Lowe. Lowe was, me and Wordu used to tag team up on Lowe and call him a fake Laker fan. Like, I thought Lowe was just another nigga on Discord who liked to, like, chat. Like, we was just talking ball. Like, I didn't realize at the time, like, actual niggas that were doing YouTube, people that were established in some way or connected, were also in this community talking ball. I'm just like, oh, nah, we just a bunch of niggas just talking basketball. It doesn't matter. So I didn't know it was, that's why I always have the relationship I have with Lowe, is because I never seen Lowe as Legend of Winning. That's just Lowe, the fake Laker fan. I used to sit here and go back and forth about the future of the Lakers with. Dead ass peeking on my mic, yelling about, yo, you're a fucking idiot if you think that Lonzo Ball cannot bring us back to glory. I remember those conversations, saying him going, no, Kyle Kuzma is the guy. I'm saying, no, Lonzo's the guy. Neither one of them was the guy, but we were doing that. None of us believe in Brandon Ingram, and Wordu believe in Brandon Ingram. It was a fun time.
It was also a toxic time, man. I don't think y'all understand, bro. The Low y'all see now, bro, is like Hokage Naruto. You know what I'm saying? He's chill. He's vibing. You know what I'm saying? Just coasting through life. He already achieved his, you know what I'm saying? But like, Low back then was talking with some hunger in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, with something to prove, bro. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. What the fuck?
I knew Low was a different breed. When I don't even know if you remember, me and some nigga, it was some nigga in the I don't know if you remember Kyrie the Goat. Kyrie the Goat from that fucking Discord. That name will always resonate with me because the nigga was such a fucking bozo. But I remember that nigga dropped that fucking fat walk diss track to me. He dropped that dumb shit. Niggas was playing it all in Discord. So I dropped the diss track. Low got wind that two niggas dropped diss tracks. He listened to him. He was like, oh, y'all niggas suck. And I'm like, nigga, do better. That night, this nigga posted a video to Twitter, I think it was on YouTube or Twitter, of him standing in the parking lot in the dark, dead ass freestyling with like edits and everything, and just drops it in the Discord the next day. Just like, yeah, nigga, I really rap for real. I'm like, Low, you have too much time on your hands. Like, what are you doing? Like, this had nothing to do with you. Why do you have this much? Nigga did a whole rap video in one night just off the whim because he was that bored, bro. Like, Low's a different nigga, bro. Thought I was bad. Low's a different nigga, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I got a lot of my toxicity from. I'm not a toxic dude, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but I was in those VCs like, yo, I had to speak up for myself, bro. that shit was tough, bro.
Those VCs get bad. Those VCs used to get tough.
Yeah, man. So my next question is,
cool, bro.
Shout out to Cool, bro. My next question is, now that Let's Keep It a Buck has become its own thing, you know what I'm saying? HTP/BBU is its own thing, but you know, at its time. Peak for peak. Which was a better Discord?
Peak for peak, which was a better Discord? The LKIB Discord.
LKIB at its peak. Because I'm going to keep it a bean. The LKIB Discord is not at its peak right now. Which might be a conversation we need to have, but it's not at its peak right now. HTP at its peak. Side note, SEC was just Sage back then, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, bro. He's just like in the Discord, but like always online, but like
he was literally just always online, literally doing everything else, just not in the Discord. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. HTP Discord at its peak is better. Because HTP Discord, it absolutely did not need anyone from the podcast to be in the Discord for it to be 10, 15, 20 niggas deep at all times. Like, up until when we left, it was never a down period in that Discord. Like, there was never a, yo, why is the Discord? It was never none of that. It was never, I can't remember it being clicky, like super clicky to the, like how LKIB, it was never like that. Everybody, it was free. Everybody was just joining in, piling in. Like, it was literally, it was a colorful cast of characters. Every night, you don't know what's gonna happen. And yeah, I hardly remember ever having to separate VCs. If it was 30 niggas in the VC, it's just 30 niggas in the VC. Like we're gonna get through it. And conversations were had with 30, 35 people VCs religiously. So being honest, if we're gonna peak for peak, I'm gonna say HTP. But I have built way better connections and like relationships with the LKIB like Discord. I will genuinely say LKIB is definitely more like family. HTP was just like
a bunch of random dudes, bro. And that was the craziest part about the HTP experience. It truly was just a bunch of random dudes. Like even the podcast itself, Domo was a random dude to me. You know, like SDC, it was just on something like, yo, he has an NBA YouTube channel. I have an NBA YouTube channel. Let's make a podcast. Like that was how like SDC was on the pod. I think KB was another dude from the comment section. King was another dude from the comment section. It was crazy. One of my IRL friends, shout out to Nick Galley. I don't even know if Domo remembers Nick, that Star Wars fucking podcast. Yeah, he was there. Shout out to George G. Lauren. Y'all don't know about these dudes, bro. But like, and at some point, Lo was on the pod so much. I was like, yo, is he a part of the pod? Like, I don't know, bro.
Hey. Lowe's on the pod so much, and I'm surprised we ain't got to the Dish yet. The Dish podcast, hey, I was gonna retire. I'll never forget. I was gonna hang it up. I thought I hit my glass ceiling because it was a conversation of after HTP was done and we did the Dish, and I remember you and SDC. I was like really trying to maximize it, and I was like, damn. Yeah. We was talking about bringing people over, and I forgot who it was. I don't think any of y'all said it. I think it was just like going around I don't know how I got brought up, but for whatever reason, it was like the idea of Low being on the pod. And I'm like, well, you know, it was a fun ride on HTP. You know, I get it. Yeah. That is Low. I understand. I'm like, yo, Low, hey man, if you want the spot, bro, it's yours. And that nigga said, nigga, I am starting a pod agent. I'm okay. I was like, hey, we're good. I was like, hey, bitch, I ain't gonna ask twice. I ain't gonna give it to him twice. Good. I'm here. Hey, he said no. I said yeah, nigga. I'm here.
Also, I'll give our podcast this credit too. I think within like the NBA YouTube space, like creators, it's not like COD. It's not like other communities where collaboration was normal. Everyone was just kind of in their bubble, like in their lane, making their own NBA videos. Even with Let's Keep It a Buck, I still think we're like one of the first podcasts to truly like even make an attempt to bring the community together. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if we didn't have Low on, he would have just continued doing his thing by himself. If we didn't have, heck, even a Kenny or Rusty, you know what I'm saying? They would have just stayed in their lane. But I feel like, you know, because of the work that we did, yeah, I'm flexing my shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have done some great things, bro. We have done some great things.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's pop our shit.
They don't know, bro.
They don't know
for real. For A. They don't really know our impact and how far impact goes. Listen, I'm just saying, no one was saying Big Vooch until us, nigga. Big Vooch made his debut on HTP, and niggas are saying it to this day. This is his official name. No one was calling him that when he was in Orlando before us. Niggas literally changed the audio platform game. I promise you, niggas was not doing the audio shit how we are doing it. How Omar, how we just like that locker room shit. Locker room changed my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like being on there because of the I remember when Omar first showed us it, and we went on there that one time. We had Howard, and I was like, bro, we should really like. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna get us a deal with these niggas. Like I said that to Bsolz and fucking Wordu. I was like, yo, I don't know how the fuck we make it happen, but I'm gonna get us a deal out of this locker room shit because this is an opportunity. And niggas was like, hey man, a bag's a bag, we can get it. Then niggas do an actual bag, like a bag that we did not think was possible at that time with the size that we was at.
I just think people got like, and it's not like, again, hopefully none of this is taken as a diss, but I think the reason why our shit like succeeded so much was because we didn't have the ego of, yo, we're creators, we're just on here to talk between us, and we're not gonna talk to the motherfuckers listening to us. You know what I'm saying? So even with Spaces now, even with the Discord now, heck, even with like how we do our podcasts, I think there's a lot of pride in what we do with how interactive we are with our fans. Because every time like people are in our Discord, they're like, yo, like the people who, you know, the shit is about, like actually interact with y'all. Cause y'all aren't gonna get that from, you know, I don't know, like a Mr. Beast Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna see Mr. Beast in a fucking VC. Like let's just be real. You might get it in the No Jumper Discord from what I've seen. I don't know. But
nah, I ain't gonna lie. The No Jumper Discord, you might get a couple of extras. Like a couple of niggas might slide in there and drop some gems. But yeah, nah, a lot of the Duke did his Discord. I don't know how often Duke is in there really with them niggas. Like I don't know how often a lot of these creators are in their Discords religiously or just enough to curate the community or be like, I don't know. It is. I do notice a big difference with us in terms of engagement, not engagement, but just how we operate the people that support us, like how we communicate with them, how we bond with them, whether that's through the Discord, whether that's through Twitter Spaces. Because I will say, as much as I'm in here talking to niggas on Discord, Omar is doing a space that morning talking to the same amount, not the same, well, yeah, same amount of people, maybe even more people. Like we are literally every day talking to people that support us, people that don't support us. We had the Tiara saga of someone who genuinely did not like the shit that we said or did, but we still were entertained. We are still talking. We still gonna bring you in spaces. We still gonna bring up your chats. They're not even super chats. I remember we had the, oh yeah, if niggas ain't super chatting $5, we not gonna read it. Wouldn't read nobody else's chat but hers if she said some crazy shit. Like we literally do, and I take pride in that too, because it brings a level of realness to like the content that we make and just what we do. It's like humbling. I don't say humbling. It's just human. It's like a human element. I don't ever want to be seen as the big. I don't ever have to get like egoed or big headed about myself doing this, because at the end of the day, I'm just talking. I'm doing the same shit I did in high school, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about basketball, cracking jokes, and trying to make niggas laugh. That's it.
Yeah. That's ultimately what this is for me too. Is like I think that's the dope thing about just content creation in general. Most of the people that are doing what they're doing, this was just something that they were doing for fun. Shit just blew up out of nowhere, and now they're making a living off of like what they enjoy. So like I've been talking about this more recently on my streams too. Like I need to catch myself when I like essentially romanticize having a corporate job and having like a stable job in a 9-to-5. Cause like what I have right now, what you have right now, bro, like this shit is special, bro. Like a lot like this is the dream job for a lot of kids now growing up, to be able to wake up and do whatever the fuck they want to do. Shit is a blessing for them, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how many viewers you got right now, but truly, like none of this shit would be possible without y'all, like for real, man. So I'm gonna give y'all a round of applause. I give y'all a round of applause, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This is. I don't know how is the round of applause thing still going?
No,
I can't hear it.
Oh, you good?
Okay. I genuinely like. I can remember when I sat down and said I wanted to be a YouTuber. Now, ironically, I didn't think that it would be I didn't know what the fuck a podcast was back then, so I didn't think it would be this. I thought I'm either, ironically, the next Chris Move of all people. Like I genuinely thought I'm the next Chris Move or I'm the next Call of Duty guy. Like that's the only lanes I've seen. So to be able to go from that to I'm gonna be the next Stephen A. to fuck being the next Stephen A. because I'm not going to college. I'm gonna just make a way with basketball, and to be able to come this far, not like obviously niggas are not at the top of the mountain. It's still a lot of work to be done, still a lot of growth that can be had. But to come this far with just the mindset of, yo, Bsolz, hey man, if you ever want to talk basketball, bro, just hit me up. To go from that to where we at now, almost 200,000, literally being able to live out dreams, fly out to shoot content, like that ass being. It is surreal to jump on a plane and upgrade your seat to first class and get on that plane and just fly out somewhere and be like, I don't even need it.
This is for fun, bro.
We just using the business card. Yeah, like
yo, I ain't gonna lie. So sometimes the shit we do for business, I'm like that Atlanta trip. Omar literally used the fucking business card to buy a pocket pussy, bro. I don't know if he's gonna write that off. Shout out to the MVP.
I don't know how you write it off.
But like, I ain't gonna lie, like all the shit, like all the meals that we had, the flights, all that shit was a business expense, dog. And it felt like just a trip with the boys type shit. I don't know.
It felt like a vacation. It felt like, oh, we taking a vacation. we just vlogging it. Like, let's do a vacation. Let's just meet up and hang out. We're just gonna put a camera there. Like, that's literally what it felt like. And the first trip really like reeled it home that it was real because no one acted outside of how we are like presented ourselves to each other on the Discord. Like, not on Discord, but on the pod. Like, when we first went, I always had that thought in my mind, like, yeah, what if niggas is just weird? Like, what if like what if this nigga Omar is just what if Omar's not like Omar? What if this is B? What if this Big B? What is this B? You know? What if Sage isn't just Sage? You know? But when we got in that car, like the car ride from the airport to the B&B solidified it. It felt like a post pod meeting just in the car. Like, and that was the first meet. And I was like, yeah, this is real. Like, this is something serious for real.